I just want you to love me. I just want you to care for me. I just want you to love me. I want you to be there for me. Cause even when the sun goes down.
Welcome to Forever Jones, and where we talk about what really matters: faith, relationships, purpose, and the journey of becoming your best self. I'm your host, Ebony Jones, and this is my husband,
Dre Jones.
Let's get into it.
I just want you to love me. I just want you to care for me. I just want you to love me. I want you to be there for me. Cause even when the sun goes down. A question that came to mind was date nights. So I was actually reading something that said from date night to forever navigating the ups and downs together. And a thought came into my mind that nobody really dates anymore. So that would be a different conversation that we could have as far as dating in 2025. Does it still exist? Is it still a thing? Do people still care to date? And why don't people put as much effort into dating as they do into just... And maybe it's because of the type of lifestyles that our generation have, where a lot of the people that we went to school with or who are in their mid to late 30s, those people are kind of at that successful stage in their life where they may not have the time, versus people who are younger and have nothing but time, but they still don't really go on dates. They just find a person that they like and they talk to them on the phone, they FaceTime them, and everybody want to say, pull up, or you coming over, shit like that, as opposed to just let's meet up somewhere and have dinner or have a drink or whatever.
Well, I think that everything is about a vibe now. Mm-hmm. So why does everybody want the vibe but not the effort that it takes to maintain the vibe? Or why does it just seem like the effort is extinct altogether? You know what I'm saying? Like, now in 2025, I think we've normalized a lot of things, like ghosting, being inconsistent. So when I am here with you, we just vibing. I don't really care if we leave home. I don't really care what we do. We ain't got to put in much effort at all, and effort is damn near extinct.
Not only that, but it's also the whole idea of, like, what everybody has, that what's understood don't got to be explained mentality, where it's like they don't really want to be seen together, but we know what's up. Like, we know, you know what I'm saying? Like, but we know what's up with each other.
We know what we are, but we don't have to.
But when we go outside, we kind of act like we don't know each other. It's like, that's like a thing now too. And I'm just like,
a lot of people are trying to go away from quote unquote traditions. So it's like, we don't have to do that. Like you said, we know what's up with each other. We don't got to put titles on stuff. Yeah. Not only that, but it helps me in my mind to keep my options open.
To not fully commit.
Yeah, like, it's like I got all these options, and then I don't really have to be vulnerable with this one person. I don't really have to be, I can just be and do whatever I want, because we didn't actually say we were in a relationship. Mm-hmm. We're not actually dating.
And it's cool. And it's almost like a false reality that you won't get hurt.
Yeah.
Like it's a way to, like, do it so that you don't get hurt, but you still develop feelings and still end up hurt. So instead of just being together, it's like, we're going to not be together so I can save myself the heartache if you fuck up or if you're doing something.
Yeah.
But then if I find out you're doing something, I still feel a way because I thought, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Like,
And also because I opened up to you, but I took the risk. A lot of people are seeing vulnerability as a risk as well. So I feel like if I'm opening myself up too much to you, I'm risking something. When in actuality, as humans, we should all be vulnerable, to a certain extent with the person that we are, quote unquote, dating, so that they can get to know us more, so that they can get to know the real us. And vulnerability should be seen more as a strength, not a risk. But when you do have all these options, like you said, I'm keeping myself open, I don't have to take the risk of being hurt by somebody. I'm not. It's not like I said, have to take the risk or put in much effort, because we didn't put no titles on nothing. We just cool. We just vibing. It is what it is.
Mm-hmm.
We never said we were together. So, like you said, when you go out, you do you. When I go out, I do me.
And don't nothing ever come from it.
Never.
You can't. How can you like? And I think that's where marriage kind of comes in, because you can't marry somebody that you're not dating.
Right.
Like you can't. You have to date people.
Yeah.
To be able to know if you want to marry them. So it's like if you just moving around and doing what you want to do all the time, how are you going to fully commit and fully find a person that you want to marry? You could spend 6 to 8 months with somebody and know if you want to marry them.
Exactly.
But you can also spend 6 to 8 months playing around with somebody and wasting a bunch of time that you could have potentially used on somebody that you actually want to be with.
That's a good one. So my question would be, how do we bring intentionality back into dating, into this swipe right dating area where everything is just so quick?
I think that's all subjective per the person. I think that people have been conditioned to think that that's how you meet people now. It's swipe right, swipe left, FaceTime, that type of stuff has kind of made people more accessible without having to actually be accessible.
Mm-hmm.
Whereas like, I don't have to be near you to talk to you.
Yeah.
I could just FaceTime you. We could be on the phone all day. I still see you. We still, you know what I'm saying, connecting.
Yeah.
But there's no actual relation. Like, there's no relations outside of probably sex. But as far as like me getting to know you, knowing your damn favorite color, you know what I'm saying, shit like that. It's like that stuff is kind of like dying, I guess. Like, it's not even really like a.
Yeah. So it's like, so that's what I'm saying about being intentional when it comes to dating. Everybody claims they want a soulmate. A lot of women claim that they want to be wives. You know, they want to be married. But how are you going to be married if you and the person that you're talking to are not intentional with dating and actually getting to know each other?
I think that because that would probably decrease the dating pool. And when I say that, I mean, like, I think that the C, quote unquote, SEA would kind of diminish, because your interactions with actual people, you don't really want to interact with real people because you're already interacting with people online.
On social media.
On social media.
And social media makes it to where everybody is replaceable.
And it's easy to be whoever you want to be on there.
That's
you
true.
can be whoever you want. I can pretend like I'm this millionaire who got all this money.
Exactly.
And you know what I'm saying? And then people would inbox me or whatever. But when you meet me in real life, I'm not that fucking person. Like,
exactly.
So you can pretty much pretend and be whoever you want to be through a phone, through social media, through whatever. We watched a whole show about that lady that was talking to that man in the other side of the damn world, and her ass was talking to him, and he, you know, was somebody completely different. So, I mean, it makes it almost easier and harder to date, because it's like, it's easier because you can date, quote unquote, electronically or via the phone. But the cons is that you're not actually getting to know the real person. So, you know what I'm saying? To reach out and touch this person, be able to hug this person, whatever, hold their hand, versus we're going to just spend 8 hours on FaceTime.
Exactly.
You know what I'm saying?
And then, let's just say, we spent 8 hours on FaceTime. She was cool or he was cool. It was a vibe. Mm-hmm. But then, tomorrow, I can't even get a text back.
Right.
So the illusion of having options is, I think, what really leads to the lack of effort to date. To really put in an effort to date. So it takes time. It takes time to plan an actual date and to actually come up with something for somebody. So if we can just say whatever few words we say to each other on social media, those little interactions is what people are considering as connecting nowadays. And then when they do link up,
it's awkward. It's weird.
There's no real nurture to the connection. Yeah. You don't even really have nothing to talk about. And then imagine linking up with somebody who wasn't who they portrayed to be. Mm-hmm. Now here we are. Or we've done all this.
No, imagine that, and then you spend 7 months talking to this person, and you finally meet him on month 8, and you like, bro, I feel like I just wasted fucking 8 months.
So you don't have a car. So you do still live with somebody else. Yeah. So you don't have any money.
And you do got kids, but they never at your house. Like, But you
Yeah,
have
so
children.
it's like everything ended up being fake.
Yeah.
So I feel like a lot of that and shows like Catfish are also kind of what changed the dating scene for people. Now it's just kind of like, F it, I'm going to do whatever the hell, with whoever the hell, and now I'm not putting in the time to actually do nothing serious.
And that's why I say people our age, I think that stepping into their careers, those are the ones that are probably actually trying to find people. Because it's like now they feel like they by themselves with all this maybe time, maybe wealth, maybe careers that they are able to even be present. Mm-hmm. And it's harder for them because of where they are in their lives too. Like I might not be able to get somebody who's making the same amount of money as me or even just a little bit less money than me, or somebody who's making more money than me that's going to treat me right. Because sometimes you get the people that got the money and then they assholes with it, or they assholes to you because they got it. So that kind of, diminishes the pool as well for even people who are wanting to be in committed relationships. So
that's true. I can definitely agree with that. I would just say be intentional, communicate what you want up front. Stop looking for instant gratification. Sometimes it might take a little bit time. Like you can have instant chemistry maybe, but it still may take some time to actually build and nurture a real connection. So I think that, when people are not putting in the effort, then you end up with, all right, this ain't even working. Or let's just say they get bored. You're so used to a vibe. You're so used to vibing. You don't even know how to just be normal with a person. It becomes boredom and then you ghost them. That could have potentially been your spouse. But y'all don't know how to even just be regular. Or you got to be under the influence all the time. No, be around somebody sober. Don't worry about always going to the club or where the next party is or where catching the next vibe.
Or changing your environments too.
Yeah, chill with that person. Look and see how they are in a regular scene. Yeah. A nice environment.
Outside of the home.
Outside of, always been up in the house talking about sneaky linking and all that. Like,
or just meeting at fucking places like the club. I feel like that's a terrible place to even meet at anyway. But loungy stuff. You know what I'm saying? Vibes, hookah lounges. That stuff is cool. Somewhere that's quiet where you can actually have a conversation. Yeah. Because even if you go to those places that's playing music loud, you still can't really get to know nobody because the music is loud and you got to yell over the fucking music.
See, but that's why back in the day they used to meet at bookstores and coffee shops. Yeah. You know what I'm saying? The little cafe or the diner down there so we can talk and get to know each other.
Fucking wineries.
Yeah, like nowadays I just feel like with our generation, the 30s and everybody in their 30s and below is just kind of like here today, gone tomorrow, and fuck it. I'm doing it for the plot. Mm-hmm. Like my sister be saying, doing it for the plot. Doing it for the plot. Like, girl, you gotta figure this out. You gotta be intentional about what it is that you want. But,
I don't know. Maybe it's not enough men out here that are asserting themselves to be more than just what they're allowing the connections to be. I think that it takes one person to make the effort to say, hey, I want to be more than whatever this is. The reaction to that will tell you what you need to know for the future moving forward. Because what are we doing? If I decide tomorrow, hey, I'm actually starting to like you. We breaking up because I like you now? Right. What the fuck is going on?
I guess you could get into the gender dynamics and how things have changed, how a lot of roles have changed. For me growing up, men initiated things a lot more, but now I'm starting to see women do the quote unquote chasing. And it's also because of social media. Of course, everything ties back to social media. The men are the prize now. Yeah, all of a sudden. And now women putting pressure on the men and pursuing the men. Oh, no. I think that's where we're messing up. We got to go back and have some type of traditional roles Because then, let's just say the woman did all this chasing. She get this man, and then they do decide that they like each other, want to be together or whatever. How's he going to be the leader in this relationship when you the one that plan all the dates, do all the initiating, do all the communicating, but then it's like, oh, and I want to get married. So he like, shit, I guess I'm gonna marry her. And then she get married and she like, why you ain't this and this and that? Yeah. You should be this, you should be that. I want you to be this. I mean, well, you trained him a long time ago that he didn't have to do none of that. Because you did it. You took over everything.
Yeah.
See?
Yeah.
No, not me and not mine.
So you wouldn't talking about the prize?
I ain't gonna say all that.
That's crazy.
I'm saying
anyway.
Yeah. I'm just saying. Okay? It's okay to let that man lead the way that he should. To step up. It's okay to not always step in as the woman trying to fix everything. It's okay to let him figure it out. It's okay to let him pursue you, and it's okay to let him put the effort in to make that relationship be what it needs to be. Because 9 times out of 10, he knows that that woman wants the relationship. So sit back and let him show you that
sometimes men be wanting relationships too.
Okay, so step up and show us that you want it. Put your pride and ego to the side.
I'm talking about sometimes men want relationships and the women are not trying to do that.
Oh, I'm like, if we're already together,
I'm talking about like,
and you know,
I'm talking about sometimes men want the relationship and the women don't, and then they do put the effort in, and then the women is like, I don't
okay, well, choose somebody else.
I don't know what you're doing.
Choose somebody else.
But
let her know this isn't working for you. Choose somebody else. Because if she don't want you, then she just don't want you.
So wouldn't that make that relationship or whatever that was just disposable?
No,
it could still be cool.
Because if something didn't work, something's not working that you tried.
But nobody said that that doesn't necessarily mean it's not working. That just means that he's starting to want a relationship. She's not wanting a relationship. They're still
no,
cool.
you're saying starting to want a relationship.
I'm talking about from whatever their situation is.
Yeah.
Situation
so from the situationship moving into a relationship.
Yeah, now I'm like, shit, I actually starting to like you. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Like on a different level as opposed to whatever this already is. I might want a relationship now. The girl might be like,
no, I don't. I'm cool with what I have because I like to have my options open.
Hell no. But that's what I'm saying. So does that make that relationship,
that's disposable at that point.
And I feel like that's what a lot of it is nowadays. It's just a lot of disposable connections.
But I also feel like it's a lot of disposable connections because of the lack of communication. You're speaking from a stance of this man letting her know.
It can be communicated in the beginning. It could be somebody, they can literally have a communication in the beginning and say, this is what this is just a
situationship.
As time proceeds and as time goes on, I start to like this person now.
Right.
On a different level. Like, you know, whether it's the girl or the guy, whatever. But
right.
now that I want a relationship, you're going to just leave me because I want more now? And then basically we just spent 7 months whatever we was on.
I don't think people really do it like that. Where it's like, we spent 6-7 months together.
People do be like, oh, okay, well, you knew what this was in the beginning.
They can say that. And so because I've caught extra feelings for you and I'm ready to move into an actual relationship, I understand that you do not. So at this point, this is not going to work for us. You can use the word disposable if you want to, but this is not going to work because I want more. Now, that other person can say, you know what, I've thought about it, I want more too. Or they can say, you know what, you're right, I'm sorry, but yes, we did talk about this at the beginning. I did not want more because of whatever else I dealt with or whatever the situation may have been. I didn't want more. And so, yeah, you might have to call it quits. Now, if they do decide to just keep being cool, but that woman got to understand he wants more, which means he's going to go find somebody that he can have more with. So don't be trying to be jealous. Don't be trying to be upset. He let you know first you weren't interested. So at this point, he is definitely going to find someone else that he can build something real with, something long-term with. And I just feel like you can't be mad about it. He told you. Even with y'all both knowing, it started off as a sneaky link or a situationship. We all know once real emotions get involved, it can evolve into something else. But if you absolutely dealing with somebody for 7 months, I would think that it's good enough
that's
for
long,
you.
because that's actually a pretty long time.
That's a long time. That's a relationship.
That's
and I
a long
would think
time.
that you should be cool with moving into the relationship phase. If you're not, you literally just out here just playing around.
Boring.
You playing too much.
I mean, that's
and
cool.
I'm not going to keep talking to you when you want to keep stringing me along.
And dating is cool, but I mean, you date with a purpose. So it's
Hopefully.
it's not like you're just like, okay, well, this guy was cool. It's nice.
Yeah, on to the next.
Or this woman was cool. You know, she was a vibe. She was good. All right, let's go.
Check her off the list.
Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, that's
just date around,
yeah,
date around.
With a purpose.
Yeah, like you ain't gonna date so that you can find somebody to be in a relationship with, so that maybe one day you could get married. Usually, dating is supposed to lead to marriage.
It's supposed to be the
courting. Is supposed to
interview.
Yeah.
It's the interview before the relationship.
But you know what?
Before the actual relationship, you get to know people. It's the orientation.
Exactly. But some people get caught up in that dating stage where it's like, ooh, this is a type of freedom that I feel like I've never had before, and I can just go from person to person to person. But that gets old. It gets old. It gets old for everybody.
Mm-hmm.
The older you get, it gets older. Because you start to realize,
I
don't have a person.
You look like a fool.
Yeah, you look dumb. Just jumping from person to person.
You look like a fool, man.
You don't have nothing, nobody that's solid in your life to go home to.
And then everybody around you start getting married, having kids and shit. And you just the one out. You trying to go out, trying to go to the club. Nah, bro, I got kids, man.
Yeah,
responsibility.
I don't even club like that no more. That's what a lot of people that we know starting to say, we don't even club like that. And like, we on to other shit. So, you know, it is what it is, but I do hope that people think about that.
Start prioritizing relationships and not just hanging out.
And think about exactly what it is that you want from dating. I mean, if it's nothing, then I guess you could just keep on messing around. But I don't see nothing wrong with bringing effort back to dating and putting energy into one person at a time. Being consistent, being intentional, learning to, actually like this person and get to know them. And then if you do deal with somebody that's putting in the effort, celebrate that effort a little bit. It might seem corny, but, let them know that you appreciate them for putting that time in and you rocking with them so that y'all can, have something else. But yeah, effort never goes out of style. I think that the value of it just needs to be put there again, reinforced.
And that's where we come in, right?
All right. So
we come in and we say, "Hey, y'all being weird, okay? Get out there, take that girl to get some pizza, take that man to bowling or something, get him out the house. Just simple shit. It ain't even gotta be nothing fancy, crazy. Like I think that what is it? Not team building, but kind of team building type of things that helps you to get to know your person as a competitor, as a athlete, whatever. Like,
yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Or even just as a teammate,
because
even if how they are as a team player, that actually is something that you want to see early on. Because if you do decide to be with that person in the long run, how do they work well as a team? Just like the job asked in the interview. Do they work well as a team?
How do you handle conflict?
Yeah.
Things like that. We get into our first argument. What are your reactions? How are you gonna react? Are you gonna be a person who walks out and just be like, pardon my back, I'm leaving? Like, you don't even want people that get physical. You don't be one of the people that just want to, you know what I'm saying? Like,
start yelling and throwing shit.
How do we resolve conflict?
Yeah.
In a real life situation. Like, so it's a lot of different things. That's why it's important to thoroughly get to know who you're talking to and let them people know in the beginning what it is so that it's not confusing in the end.
That's true. So for those who are out there listening to us, let us know, what does effort look like in a healthy relationship? And also let us know what counts as real effort to you in dating today. All right? This was Forever Jonesing, where love, faith, and real talk always collide. Catch y'all next time.
I just want you to love me. I just want you to care for me. I just want you to love me. I want you to be there for me.